hit him.
Hey, welcome back to another video. This one a little bit more of a somber tone, but not too terrible. We're going to keep our heads up. So for those of you that have been following along, it is spring bear season where I'm at, and this was one of the rifles that I decided to try and hunt with and test this season. So this is a Seekins PH2 chambered in 28 Nosler, and we were shooting the 155 grain terminal ascent. So that's the bullet, and I got to go bear hunting. We nothing too serious. Thankfully, we live close enough to some areas that we just go out for some evenings. So we went out for 3 evening glassing sessions. Usually in an evening we see anywhere from 2 to 6 bears in some of these spots we have. It's been a little slow for us this year, which I'm a little surprised. We only saw 2 bears, one on the second evening and then one on the third evening. The first one was a little bit of a poke. We didn't want to shoot that far, and then the day 3 bear ended up being a stud, and it was at 550 yards, and someone who I will not name was able to take a shot with this rifle. So 550 yards, a lot of you guys probably think that's a chip shot. A lot of you guys probably think that's unethical. I'm not going to tell another man what his ethics should be, so up to you on what you think about shooting that far. For me, 550 yards is not into that long range yet. It's more of a mid-range shot. The shooter is proven to be a really good shooter. They've made shots like that in the past, no problem. Smoking rocks all weekend prior to the hunt. Felt very confident. Unfortunately, they put a bad shot on the bear, and we weren't able to recover it. That video I have, it's not super great, but it's pretty good. You can see roughly where the bullet impacted. And I'm not going to show that in this video. I'm going to save that. I want to do a breakdown on it, kind of break down some other things that go along with the shot, what happened, mistakes that were made, and how we can hopefully learn from it. So taking full responsibility. That's horrible. No one likes to lose animals. Thankfully, as a quote-unquote long-range hunters, which I don't necessarily promote, but we take it seriously. We practice a lot, and thankfully we don't end up wounding hardly any game at all. Most game I've seen wounded personally is from close rushed shots, not from those extended range shots. But mistakes happen. I told you guys in those other videos that we weren't going to hide anything. We're going to be fully transparent. So that's what we're going to do. The shot, like I said, was at 500, and it's technically 548 yards. So we're at exactly 548 yards right now. That person is no longer able to hunt. That was the only couple days they had. So I'm probably going to be up to bat as the next shooter unless I take someone else out. And if I go, I'd like to use this rifle. That being said, confidence is huge. I need to have confidence in it. So today we're going to check 0 and confirm that our dope is still good and nothing crazy happened in the field. At the elevation we were at with all the environmentals, temperature, all that fun stuff, it was a 6.3 MOA dial. Our environmentals are obviously different here at the range where we're shooting, so it ends up being 6.5 MOA. So I'll go ahead and dial in 6.5 MOA. I'm going to take a shot at the 550 yard target. We'll see where we impact, and then we'll cover a few more things at the end of this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Let's see if we're still on. There we go.
In the red.
All right, there you have it. Looks like everything's still tracking like it's supposed to. So absolutely smoked the center of that bullseye, or at least in the bullseye, I believe. So what do I think happened? Well, in a future video, I'm going to break down everything that happened in that moment. So subscribe if you're interested in that. We'll cover the whole thing. I could have hidden the situation from you guys, but I said I wouldn't. Obviously, pretty bummer that we wounded an animal, couldn't find it. But that person notched their tag, one bear, and I think a lot of times from successful hunts, we don't learn as much as we do from unsuccessful ones. So unfortunately, this is one of those examples where you go away from a hunt without a trophy and you leave with a learning experience. So I think that hunter's better because of it. I think I'm better because of it. But like I said, I'll break it down in a future video what I think happened specifically. But at the end of the day, we are using factory ammo. That is obviously a factor. I think the rear support that we were using in the field may not have been as great as we think it should have been. With a bag like this, you've got some solid contact the whole way through. I'll show you guys in that next video what we used in the field, but I'm afraid that it maybe dropped through recoil. The butt of the gun dropped too much. The shot was high. That could be something. And then obviously a lot of you guys are not into the whole long range thing. I don't think I'm into it for ego or for fun. I'm into it because I want to be an effective hunter. When it comes to this rifle and cartridge specifically, I'm not interested in energy. I don't think it really relates to a wound channel, and what I care about is a wound channel. For those of you that do care though, the energy at impact was 2,378 foot-pounds, so plenty of energy by any metric anyone uses for bear. And then the velocity was 2,629. With this bullet, I believe, I don't think it'll say here, it says it's good 0 to 1,500 yards. I think Federal says that it's still performs down to like 1,350 or 1,450 feet a second. Personally, I'd like to keep it above 1,800 feet a second. But again, regardless of what metric you use, I don't think anyone is going to say 2,629 feet per second is too slow. But 550 yards is not necessarily a gimme. Practicing is key to be able to make that shot in the field. There's a lot of factors that go into it. So, you know, we all talk about that hypothetical last day, last light type situation. Most people say that doesn't exist, but this really was his final day to hunt. It was within 15 minutes of last light, and there was no getting closer to that bear. 550 yards. I don't want to get into a debate with anybody, but let me know. Are you guys shooting? Are you taking that shot, or are you letting that bear walk? I think we all learn from mistakes. We all learn from successes. Unfortunately, this is one that hit pretty hard, but we're going to learn from it. We're going to get better. As we said, it's currently bear season, so I went out on my first hunt, came home empty-handed. Thankfully, I'll be able to go back out for at least another day or two, or hopefully 4 or 5, and hopefully be able to put a bear down and show you guys that video. We could be out hunting right now, but because of what happened in the field on the first hunt, we're out here practicing, getting confidence, making sure that everything's good to go, and making sure we're being as responsible as we can be. Get out there and practice. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. Try to be friendly in the comments, and until next time, think responsibly. All right, just for fun, we're out here, like I said, getting some more confidence. Wasn't planning on putting in the video, but I might throw a couple shots in. I'm letting the barrel completely cool in between shots. It's very time consuming, but worth it. So barrel's completely cool. We're now gonna shoot at 877 yards. We got at our location probably an 8-mile-an-hour left to right wind. In the canyon, based on what I can see, it's probably more like 25 or 30. So it makes our wind call a bit tricky. I'll be happy if elevation's correct, and it's good practice to get wind calls down. So let's take a shot and see what happens.
You're low?
Yep.
I'd call less wind at least.
Go for it. Oh, you broke it.